Hey everyone, welcome to the Truth Ain't In Us. I'm Tanya Wilder. I'm your host. And tonight we are doing a pre recorded show for the Truth Ain't In Us for Christmas. So we are ready to go. Ready. And tonight's going to be a little bit different because it is pre recorded. And we just wanted to take a moment to tell you guys thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate it. And also, I don't know whether or not you celebrate Christmas or not, or you just sit back and observe the holidays and simply enjoy the season. But we hope that you guys are, enjoying your family and your friends during this time and during this season. But I want to get straight to it. I want to bring in my girl, Satara Vaughn. I don't think Vivica is going to be able to make it tonight. She's running a little bit behind. But Satara, where are you?
Hey
Are you in
guys, I'm here. Can you hear me? I'm here.
Yes,
I'm
I
here.
love the fire in the back, girl.
Girl
Ah,
had to
love
bring a
it,
little
love it,
Christmas
love
hat.
it. And I love, is that a sweater or is it a Christmas pajamas?
It's pajamas. It's actually a cute little shirt set, girl pajamas. My husband looked at me like, "What you doing?" I said, "They ain't gonna see all this. Look, just let it go."
Yeah,
But
I
it's
wish we could
a
be
little
in a
study.
studio. Is you can't even see my
Yeah,
whole little outfit that I got going
yeah, it's
on
cute
here.
though. You
Thank
cute.
you,
You cute.
thank
You
you,
cute.
thank you. Well, guys, we are gearing up for the holidays, and I don't know um, if you've been in the mall or not, Satara, but it's been kind of empty.
Really?
Yeah, like normally, when you go into the mall this time of the season, it's packed
Mm-hmm.
with people. And I actually went to Lenox Mall, and it really wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like packed with people. you know
Really?
um yeah, and I went to Fitz Plaza. That wasn't packed. And I'm like, what the hell, what is going on? Like, do you think because of the economy and what's going on, people aren't spending money, or are people shopping online?
I guess I would say a little bit of both. A lot of people are not, celebrating like they normally would for whatever financial status or whatever was going on.
Hmm.
And most people are probably doing what the online shopping, convenient. There's hustle and bustle. The only thing about it is trying to make sure you're getting your packages in time. So I think that's what it is.
Yeah. And here we are. I can see the show notes now. Yes, guys, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, people.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is most definitely.
So, have you gotten all of your Christmas shopping out the way?
I didn't do Christmas shopping this year. I'm sending the grandbabies cash. That's it.
That's it.
Uh,
No
that's
Christmas
it,
shopping.
baby. That way, they mama can take the time out to take them to get whatever they want. That's why they get what they want. No, I did
So
the I
you
did the
actually
cheap way
dodged
this
a
year.
bullet. You dodged a
I,
bullet.
I, I did. I did. That look, look. I meant to do that. Yes, it is.
So I can't even ask you. Do you think are there a lot of sales going on, because you're not going out there? I didn't see a lot of sales, and even like Macy's had sales, but a lot of things weren't on sale. You know,
But you know
and
what? And that's true. That's true.
so I was like shocked. And then normally, I love Macy's because they give you all these points and stuff. The more you spend, the more you save.
Well, you. Mhm.
And I wasn't getting no savings like I'm used to. Like, what
Girl,
in the world is going on?
girl, that all I can tell you is that orange man that we got as president, baby. Everybody being on look, everybody walking on red, and when he orange, we walking on red right now, so we don't know. But
Not
I
the
just
red
think,
man.
yeah, the orange man. I call him the orange, but that's the orange man. But I'm just saying, everybody on red right now because we don't know whether to completely stop or semi-stop. Because right now it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
And it is too much going on, actually. Especially, I know he made an announcement today that Christmas Eve, he signed an executive order that Christmas Eve is officially a holiday. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't really.
Yes,
Now, why is that? Well, I mean, what
because
brought that on?
I guess he loves Christmas and he loves Christmas Eve, so he it's now a holiday.
Wow,
Now, I don't know how many
wow,
companies are going to adhere to that and actually like
right
take that policy on, but that's interesting. He just does whatever he wants
there.
to do. Whatever he wants to do. And I don't know about you. I know for me, I don't know how many people out there are empty nesters. I know I'm an empty nester. Satara is an empty nester. And I believe Vivica may be an empty nester. I'm not 100% sure. But I want to know how people feel about empty nesters. Like when you finally get your house back to yourself, and how do you deal with the kids being gone? And if you're married, like now you and your husband, it's crickets sometimes. Like sometimes he's in there doing his thing, I'm in the other room doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
it's
I
kind of
am
like scary and a little bit intimidating. I don't know how it
very
was for
much.
you, but
I
it's
agree
yeah, and I'm like, this is kind of different, and like I don't know what to do with myself sometimes.
that part.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many of you out there, I need you to comment in the chat. And like, how has your experience been if you're an empty nester with the kids being gone now and out of the house? Like, do you miss the kids? Do you not miss the kids? Like, what's your take on it, Sadar?
Well, I mean, me and my husband been empty nesters for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think my kids are older, grown, married, doing their thing, and plus they're in a different state. So it's kind of hard for me because I miss out on a lot of things with my grandkids for these programs, activities. But it could be a little you get a little taken back. It's like I want to see my children. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I pick up and I
Yeah.
talk to them every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, which that helps, but it's not like physically seeing them. But now, everybody got, FaceTime and WhatsApp and all different things like that where you can physically see them, but it's still a different. Um, it's a good and a bad thing because when you want, like you said, here at my home as well, my husband do his own thing. He may be in one room, I may be in another. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it can be kind of boring, but at the same time, it has its perks. I'll put it like that. When you at that time when you just want some me time, it has its perks. But then holidays, I guess that's when I feel a little bit mushy on the inside, where I want to see my kids a little bit more because it's more family origin as you grow up. It's always being with your family and you're doing things. So it can be. I guess you could say a 50-50 thing. 1 minute it's okay and next minute it's not. But at the end of the day, it has its challenges.
Well, for me, I guess it's been what, a year and a half for us. And I didn't know what to do with myself at first, like I was stating earlier. But I like it, but then I don't like it because I do miss my kids being in here. I definitely miss Ashlyn being in here. She doesn't miss it at all because she would have to run errands. We would she was the errand runner, and even in the house she runs the errands around the house, and she'd be upstairs. Bart and I'd be in the bedroom, be like, Ashton, could you go get us a glass of water? Could you go? And she was like, really, y'all bedroom is downstairs, and you want me to
What
come from
what
up,
water?
right? Like you want me to come downstairs and get you guys a glass of water and get y'all something to eat? Like, I don't think she misses that at all, you
I
know.
don't know. I don't think any of the kids miss it. I think mine. They got to the point where I would call Shay. You call everybody name, but what my name is? Can you go do this? So they all miss that. Me, I miss that. Once I clean my house, it's clean.
Oh, Yes.
I don't have to go behind and be like,
Well,
I don't look for, if I'm looking for, that's a different thing.
I can't say that because Bart is still in the house. I mean, he ain't going nowhere. I don't want him to go nowhere. But damn, I mean, like he go make a snack.
I,
You got to
I, I,
go sweep behind him, wipe the counters down behind him, close the dang cabinet behind him. Like I still got a child here.
Well, I'm not gonna say I don't have to do that thing. Kenny is pretty much self-sufficient. Once you get to fussing a couple of times and get to cursing and stuff, he be like, "Oh shit, I don't want to hear your mouth here. Get up and do it." But yeah, it's a difference, knowing that you got three bedrooms, three different kids in the bedroom. Everybody bedroom, you go in and you open the door like, "Whoa, what? I need to do something with this. This ain't right." So that's what I mean by that. But you're right. You still have to tidy up behind your significant other, unfortunately,
Yes.
but we do. We do.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the freedom, but my son is back here. Him and his wife moved back from. They moved from Chicago, and they live. They actually work in two different cities, right? And one city
Right.
is like an hour and a half away, and he works here in the city of Atlanta at a hospital. So he has to stay. Well, he stays with us during the week, and then he'll go home on the weekends. But I don't think I love that he's here. Actually, I love that he's here
Right.
because he's been gone what for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Yeah, he was in New York for
Wow.
yeah New York for 4 because medical school, and then Chicago for 3. Yeah, so
Hmm.
I'm glad that they're here. I know Julia parents probably miss her as well because they're in New York, and yeah, so it's a little bit different for me. And I don't know how you feel about. I know your kids live in a whole nother state, so that's got to be tough for you.
Very, very hard. Very hard.
All three of them. So, and your grandkids, so you can't see them like when you
Everybody.
want to. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but
but you know what, the beauty of it, but when I do go, we make the best of it. I mean, I
mhm,
really feel as Grammy, as that's what I'm called. I'm called Grammy. So when Grammy gets in time, they pull out the red carpet for Grammy. They kind of like, Mommy, what you want to do? What we going with it? So it makes you feel a little bit
yeah,
wanted when you are there for a couple of days. I give them 2 days. After that third day, it's like you on your own. So but yes, it's very hard that I don't have anybody here but me. It's just me. I'm here in Atlanta, and the kids are in Houston. So yes, it's very hard. Very
yeah.
very
I
hard.
can only
I miss my
imagine.
kids very.
Yeah, I do love the
Yeah, I
fact
miss
that
my babies.
yeah, Ashlyn's the only one that's away now, and but she's in college, but she comes home enough, and I speak to her every day, 3, 4, 5 times a day. So it's like she's still here, basically, just that she's not here to run errands.
Wait a minute, what about Tania? Tania, what about Tania?
Oh,
Tania, look,
Tania,
she
no, no,
down.
no. Tania ain't running no errands, honey. You gotta. It's like pulling tooth and nails, okay? With Tania. Sometimes she'll do it, and when she wants a favor, she gonna be all on you. You need a favor. Oh, she got all excuses in the world for you, baby. Get ready for that
Leave
one.
my girl. That's my girl. Leave my girl alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. She's a
Well,
mother, so she has other
oh,
priorities to do as well.
well, that's true. We don't ask that much of her, but she needs favors. She asks us to do favors, and when we ask for favors, we don't get it. But okay. And I have gotten to the point. If she doesn't pick up my calls and don't call me back
Mhm.
in a reasonable amount of time, when she calls
Uh-huh.
me back, she gets the same treatment. I already told. Yeah, they get. I'm Petty Betty. I am Petty Betty, baby. Yes, ma'am, I am, and they will tell you that.
No,
Yes, yes, I
no.
am. If you treat me this, hey, you get treated how you treat me. That's it. That's what
Leave
we're
my
aiming
girl
for.
alone.
Now I
Leave
have to
my
switch the
girl alone.
conversation. I want to change this conversation up a little bit, Satara.
Mm-hmm.
What are you leaving in 2024? What do
2025.
you well, girl, 2026. We both
What am I
we
leaving?
Yeah, what are you leaving behind in 2026?
2025. We're going into 26.
Oh, damn it. 2025. I'm all confused right now. I have to
You
take me
got a
a
lot going
drink.
on.
Yeah,
Drink. I think say take your
I got the red cup tonight, baby.
take your. I'm leaving. I'm glad you asked that question because I just told my daughters I say you know what I put so much in everybody else. I don't put a lot. I don't invest a lot in myself because I'm always worried. Make sure the next person, as far as my kids and grandkids are concerned.
Hmm.
And I told them this year, I'm stop making plans for everybody, try to put it together. Y'all at that age where y'all can do it. It's all about me 2026. I'm doing what makes me
Yeah.
happy. I even told my husband, if you don't want to ride or you don't want to get in the car and go, I'm going. I'm
Oh,
doing to make me happy. So at the end of the 2026, it's about Satara, not being selfish, but to a point where growth in within myself. I need to make sure I'm good within myself so that I can be a better wife or a better mother, a better grandmother, or whatever it may be. But it's all about me, 2026.
well, I like
Yes.
that. I like that. And for me, 2025, what am I leaving behind? And for me, I think I'm leaving behind all the negativity. I'm leaving behind people who don't treat me the way I treat them. Okay.
That part.
Yeah, I'm just, and it's not going to be about an attitude or, I'm not even going to have a conversation because I will tell you this. I think I started it this year. Actually, I started it this year because I've had to end some friendships,
Hmm.
you know, and one friendship that I ended was with this lady. I actually met through my husband, and my husband met her and her husband at Papados, actually. And the one thing I learned is if someone is getting on your freaking nerve as a friend, and they're not bringing good energy, they're not bringing good vibes, and all they have is a bunch of negative shit, end it. And I had to let her know that, you know what? I don't need no more friends.
And that's
And
the
I was
truth.
serious.
That is
And that's true
so true.
tea.
And that is
True
so true.
tea. And I
That's
ended that friendship, and I felt good. I felt good
yeah. It's
ending
so
it. And
yeah.
sometimes
And
we
that's
all
great.
know, yeah, and people are in our lives for a season. We do know that.
Right.
Some
Right.
people may stay forever. We know that. And some people come and go. And that's okay.
Hmm.
So for
Exactly.
me, yeah, it's just any baggage, I'm leaving it all behind in 2025.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. I'm with you
that's
on
what I'm
that. I'm
doing.
with you on that.
Yeah. And
I'm with you on that. I just want to piggyback. That's what I say. I think my prayer this morning was strictly God. Anything, anybody that's not meant to be in my life, remove them. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
that's
Remove
my
them.
prayer.
Yeah, because
That's
I
been my
mean, at the end
prayer.
of the day, I don't need no more drama. I can bring drama to my own self. I don't need none of that. So that's my thing. 2026. If they don't mean me any good, move them out my way. In Jesus' name. Meant that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I'm with you. I feel you on that one. And also, I want to ask too, what does growth look like for you?
Growth,
And for
what it
yeah,
look
and I
like.
want people to comment I want you guys to comment in below in the chat like what you plan on leaving behind in 2025 and what does growth look like for you guys in 2026.
I say growth look like for me is to be more in tune with God.
Mhm.
I said it last week on the show. I am a work in progress, and I have a lot of, well, I had, speaking past it, a lot of medical issues going on, and I believe with all my heart, I truly try to shape things and not let it fester or get to me. And I'm learning that if I don't give it to him and let it go, as
Mm-hmm.
long as I sit in sorrow in it, then it means it's no good. So at the end of the day, I know he got me. I believe it, and nobody else can tell me otherwise. And I stand 10 toes down on that. So at the end of the day, growth is me like being more, put him first, giving him the
Mm-hmm.
time that he gives, that he allows to wake me up. You know what I'm saying? Growth in me being self sufficient, where I'm having people in my life that's encouraging me, that see
Yeah.
my worth when I don't see my worth. You know what I'm saying? So growth in me is just finding out the person I am. 8 years old, and at the end of the day, it's all about me. I feel like I'm here for a reason. I have a purpose, and I know my purpose. At the end of the day, it's about me and giving back. And when I say give back, this platform, like you said, we have people that are maybe afraid to say or speak their truth. They may think it or may not do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite sure my daughter told me today, she's like, Mom, they be listening. So you have to watch what you say. I said, that's the whole point of having a platform.
Amen.
We're not gonna everybody's not gonna like what somebody says or think. But the thing about it, we have a freedom of speech. I can say what I want to say, whether accepted or not. That's totally up to you. But at the end of
Yep.
the day, I love everybody. Those that have done me wrong or been in my life for whatever reason, like she said, everybody's in your life, in your life for a season. And I believe God has showed me my season of 2025. It stops right there. It would not go. It would not spill out in 2026. I don't have time for it. My tolerance for foolishness is out the door.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
my
I can
growth
say
is that. That's my growth.
well, I can say that your spirits, as far as your health, has been really, really great. And I love everything that you do and how you present yourself, represent yourself and your family. And so, and I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. And for me,
And
and
I
we'll bring
appreciate that,
Vivica
friend.
in, and we will bring Vivica in after this. But for
Mhm.
me, what what growth looks like for me in 2026. Growth looks like for me is this podcast taking off, um, me increasing and enlarging my territory.
Hmm.
Um,
Say it, girl. Say it. Say
yes,
it.
and and also I pray that my family territories enlarge as well, and
Exactly.
also I pray that God continues. Oh, excuse me, guys. That God continues to allow me to be a blessing in other people's lives. So that's what it looks like for me, and that I will continue to grow as a wife, a mother, a child of God, a friend, uh, and even to my enemies. So I pray for them
Yeah.
as well. But yes. And we're going to now bring Vivica in. She's backstage.
Hi
Hey,
everyone.
Vivica.
Here finally.
You
I know
made
you had a
it.
yes, girl.
Yeah.
Listen, I was running behind today too. But tonight I know we're going to the game, and I was like, oh my, I got to get ready after we get through filming the show. So I'm like, oh God, we gotta be on time because Bart will be looking at me sideways. He's like, you always got me
Yep.
late,
You know.
and
Well, I'm in Pensacola. We had no
yeah.
electricity. I got back
Oh
here at
wow.
exactly 3 on the dot, and of course everything was dark.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I had
Uh-huh.
to reconfigure everything to get here.
Oh
Yes.
wow. You had a lot
So
going on,
we
girl.
may lose power, guys. I'm in a storm right now.
Oh well, you look beautiful. Your
Okay.
background is
You
beautiful.
do.
Thank you, thank you.
So
Same with you, same with you.
yes, thank you. So Vivica, we're gonna jump right in with you, girl.
Yeah.
We were
So
talking
I was
about.
listening for a while, and I hear you guys talking about your what's going to be new for you in 2026. I don't say New Year's resolutions.
Hmm.
I believe in life
Mhm.
changes. And 2025 was a big year for me. It was a year of transformation and
Hmm.
God
Mhm.
exposing things and people.
Oh.
So in 2026, I intend on being more intentional,
Hmm.
thinking about my decisions, thinking about who I surround myself with, um, thinking about what will people say when I'm no longer here, because oftentimes people measure themselves by financial value. I'm going to measure myself in
Mhm.
2026 by what I have done, that won't be measured by numbers, but what I'm doing in my life,
Right.
how I'm contributing to society. Um, I have a daycare that I'm very proud of that services a population of that's underserviced, and I
Hmm.
intend to focus a lot of my time and efforts in teaching our children financial literacy at age 2, because they are our future. And I want to focus my year on doing that, and eventually, hopefully, having a school from age newborn to 12 years of age, watching them grow and be able to educate them throughout their entire lives. I also am focused on my health. I don't do a lot of self-care. So
You
in
need to. Yes, you need
2026,
to.
I will be focusing on self-care. I will be stopping and taking time to take some time to hear me and hear God, and pay attention to what my body is telling me. Oftentimes, my days are very hectic. I don't ever really stop to say how I'm doing. I'm always worried about how everybody else is doing. And in 2026, I will be stopping to take care of me.
I think
Um,
that is
and
great.
also, I'm hoping that in the future, this podcast will grow and be a force of reckoning. And
Mhm.
then we will all then prosper there forward.
Amen to
I'm looking
that.
forward to it. I'm excited about it. I want the best for everybody on this podcast, that God has nothing but good intentions for us all. And I just believe in that.
Well, that's a blessing.
That's
And
good. That's a
yeah,
blessing.
and something you said, um, oh my goodness, my mind just went blank. So I will come back to that. But I wanted to ask you, are you an empty nester? Because we spoke about being an empty nester and how that feels, and how do you cope with it? How do you adapt to it, really? Going from having a house full of kids to just now you and your husband.
Um, it's different. Um, I got to be honest with you. I missed the house full of kids. This is the first Christmas ever. Everyone will not wake up in my house, and I got to be honest. My heart is a little bit saddened by it. Um,
Hmm.
I'm not going to have all of my children. I'm not going to have all of my grandchildren, but it's a part of my journey to self care and teaching my kids about traditions. And I lost people very, very close to me in this year, and a lot of our traditions went with them. And I want my children to build their own traditions. So
Oh,
this year, I
yeah.
wanted to only have everyone over on Christmas Day, and everybody to
Hmm.
work in their own home and start to build their own traditions. So being an empty nester, yes, I love it. Me and my husband have time to focus on us, but I miss the full house. I'm not gonna lie. And then plus
Yeah.
I do too.
one woman in the house with 2 other men. So God help me.
Oh,
Well, I know one of the things that I did, because when we were younger, when I was a kid, I would say, and I lived with my father's mother, she had a tradition that she had for the family, and everybody came over on the holidays to her house to eat. And sometimes we would go to my Aunt B's house and eat. And then when I moved with my mom, and they didn't have no tradition. There was no gathering or anything like that. The table wasn't set. So
oh,
for me, when I had my family, that's definite. We have a tradition. Christmas Eve at midnight, we open up a gift. We drink, we play games, and then we all get up the next morning at the same time, and we open up gifts, and we we have a ball and we eat dinner together as well. So um, I love the fact that I was able to establish my own tradition with my family, and I'm glad everybody is here now. I'm glad that everybody is here in Atlanta for the most part, especially for the holidays. So yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
that's a
say,
good thing.
um,
That's a
thanks,
great
Tara.
thing. I'm saying that's a great thing because I mean, like you said about traditions. I mean, I guess that's where I feel a little lost and feel a little out of it is because my kids are in Houston, Texas, all three, and all my grandkids are there, and it's just me. And I missed the dinner and the opening the gift like Tanya Reid. That's where I think every kid got to open one gift on Christmas Eve, and we sit around and we had played games, actually did talent shows. We made
Oh
our I mean
yes.
had fun. And then Christmas Day we ate dinner. But I would think when Christmas we would go to the movies after Christmas. We would pick a movie, family order meal, and we would go to the movie. We'd get up, go to the movie, and come back and rehash everything all over again that so yes, it's really saddening when but you realize your kids are you have to build their own memories, and then you feel like, hey, here I am, kids grown, I think they got their own kids and they have to do it. But it's a great thing,
Yeah.
and I think I really, really love technology now because now the kids they Zoom. They'll put me on Zoom and they're like, Mama, you're a part of it too. So we can play
Oh
games and stuff when
yes.
I'm feeling a little
I
bit
love
like
that.
so do that. We really do that. They put on fashion show for Mother's Day. That was our first time doing it. I wasn't there and they were there and they did a whole little thing for me. And it was cute. But it gave
Oh
me the sense of thing. They build up their own thing. So yes, it is. It can be a very, very memorable thing. But then at times as a mother, we all look at ourselves, we raise our kids right. And they're gonna do the right thing. So it makes you feel proud to say, I am a mother. So
yeah.
My
but yes,
mom
that's
was
that
very
was
big on tradition, very big on tradition, and I think that when my mom was living, God bless the day, she died in 1990. She was big on family,
hmm
and she always said, "I don't care who you marry, Christmas and Thanksgiving is here. You let your in-laws know Christmas and Thanksgiving is here." And for years, our family did that. And when my mom died, I picked up that torch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's a heavy torch
Yeah,
to carry. It really is
it
because it's a
is.
lot of
I
preparation.
love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
I spent an entire week. Like I have been cooking and shopping and wrapping for weeks now. Like I literally
Mm-hmm.
start in November to be able to pull it off. And like this year, like I said, I'm hoping my kids are gonna see this video. And my wish for Christmas is that they show up on December 24th.
Well, I'm
But
just
no
gonna let
pressure,
Nyla
no
say
pressure, no
hi.
pressure.
This is my granddaughter. Say hi, Nyla.
Hey,
Hi.
Punky. Hi,
So,
sweetheart. You ready for Christmas?
so you want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas? Go ahead, and then you're gonna step out.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
All right.
Ah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Punky.
She's been dying to get on some camera. She loves the camera, guys. She loves the camera. So don't be surprised if you guys see her in a movie.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I won't be.
that's that's the drama
Yeah.
queen right there, the acting queen.
Mm-mm,
But yes,
mm-mm.
but yeah. So and something you this is what I was going to say, Vivica. You spoke about New Year's resolutions. I don't do New Year's resolutions. I used to, but I never kept them. So I'm
Mhm.
like, what's the benefit of me going through all that and I'm gonna do a New Year's resolution? Especially I think everybody does this. Start off working out, going to the
I
gym.
didn't
I'm
make that
going to
one.
the gym. I used to say that shit every year. I'm going to the gym. I'll start
I
out
ain't never
working.
look. I said that.
Me neither. That was never on mine.
Oh, I think 90% of the people say they're going to the gym. Probably not now
Yeah, yeah,
since
you're right.
Ozempic is out. Since Ozempic is out, the people saying, fuck the gym. We ain't got to go to the gym.
You still gotta go
They
to the
look, they
gym,
got
man.
something
You
mental
Ozempic,
thing.
you gotta go to the
Look,
gym. That shit gonna
you
be
absolutely
fabulous.
right. They got something they said melt the skin away, baby. They pull back the skin, that's smooth. You absolutely
Tell me,
right,
how
baby.
can that melt flabby skin? Oh my God. What?
Well, but then they go get
Yeah.
nip and tuck. They go get nip and tuck.
But you know they got this. I mean, even when now they got these where you don't even have to go under the knife anymore, guys, to get snipping
Exactly.
took. So it's milk fat. They got stuff you can melt it, and you ain't got to go under the knife. You can do it.
All you
They
have to
they
have
say
is good credit.
outpatient.
Yeah, good credit and
Everybody
money.
could be a black Barbie. Everybody.
And
No
Okay,
work, you can
everybody.
be a black
and
Barbie.
yes, and we are. Okay.
I want to tell you this funny story though. The other day, my son came home and we had the daycare watch the old fashioned Wizard of Oz, right?
Hmm.
And this
Oh,
time we had them watch the Oz. And not everybody in my daycare is of color. Um, and those children that had never saw the Wizard of Oz say, "That's not Dorothy. Dorothy got ponytails." I said, "No, honey, that's Dorothy. Dorothy can come in multiple colors."
Amen to that. Amen
I said,
to
yep.
so I
that.
pride myself on keeping our African American heritage in my child care center,
That's
making
awesome.
all people of all races and equal
Equal opportunity.
equality stand
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah.
discovering that people come in all different facets and colors. So that's
Exactly.
important.
And it's funny that you
I'm
even
glad
said
you
that.
said that, Vivica.
Uh, I was going to say, I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
Satar. So
Go ahead.
we were talking, my kids and I, about um, how the kids are today and privilege, how black kids now, because their parents make good money, they feel privileged. And I was saying, I think it's such a good idea. And I don't know what you guys may think about this. I think as parents and grandparents, black parents and black grandparents, we need to sit these young people down and show them the movie Roots because
Oh wow.
they really need. And I said to Nia, I said, we're gonna have a in January. We're gonna have a movie night, and we're gonna sit down. And Nala needs to see Roots because she needs to see what our people actually went through. We talk about it, but they haven't seen it.
Yeah,
You
there's a
know.
lot. There's a lot of great movies out there for them to see.
Very.
And like I said, I am the beginning of a much bigger legacy. There are a lot of African American daycares
Hmm.
that we're building a consortium to make sure that the things that our children are not taught in school are going to be taught in childcare.
And that's awesome.
Yeah,
But I
That's a
want to know what
beautiful
y'all think
thing.
about
That's a
that.
beautiful
What do
thing.
y'all think about
That's a
them watching Roots? Because we grew up watching
I
it.
think it's a good thing. I watched it already with my
I think
grandkids. So
I think right. I think it's a great thing just letting them know the history behind what took place. Um, at
Yeah,
the
but
same time,
I think visual
right.
is more. We could talk
I'm a
about it, but
visual
when they
person, so
see
you
it,
learn right. Absolutely. I
it
totally
just
agree with
requires
that. I
it just
totally agree.
requires a conversation because I don't think they'll they'll understand it,
we
and
did.
what it means to us today,
Yeah, but
and
we
what their
understood it.
sacrifices have allowed them to be able to achieve today. Because had they not made those sacrifices, there's a lot of things that we won't have today. And if we allow the world to go
Yeah,
in Trump's direction, we'll be going backwards.
but we
And
really need to make sure that when we have that conversation and we'll to watch, especially the younger generation that does that, we let them understand that race is a factor, but this is not to teach you all. This is why Black people had a different way of looking at when people of color. I'm gonna say that of our gender. We need to make sure we have that conversation with them because when I can remember my kids watched it when they was
but
teenage with us,
race is still a
they and
factor.
I know, but I'm just saying we don't. Like I used to tell my kids everything. When your kids was young and they went to school with Caucasian kids, they had no clue of what black and white was. They played together, they hung out. But when it came to them coming home and their parents saying this about that cracker and hunky and nigger and all that, that's where they came from. We have to get them educated, let them understand that it doesn't that just because it just don't mean that it has to stay that way. Because at the end of the day I look at my granddaughter. She's in a senior this year. She is, and we make jokes about it, but I have to just really pull her coattail. She's the only chocolate chip. And that's the word we use. She's the only chocolate chip that's on her dance team. She's the only one. Everybody else is of another color. So for her, and she had been going to a couple of things a couple of months ago. They would keep that some of the girls because they had a trip coming up to go to Hawaii in March, and she felt bad because we hadn't raised all the money to get it. And I was like, well, first of all, I don't understand how they put these demands on you as a child because you don't have a job. So it's looking for the parents to do this, and you don't know what my circumstances are. So for you all to do that, but at the same time, she was getting bullied, by some of the young lady that was on her team, and it was
White.
ugly bully.
Okay,
Like,
but
okay,
that's my
you know,
point. Racism. The point that I'm making
it's
is
gonna always be there.
racism is
It's gonna always
always
be
going
there.
to exist. Our hope is for it to go away, but the world
It's
we're
gonna
living
forever
in
be there.
right now, the world that we're living in right now, currently in the state of the world today, I feel like a lot of black kids feel privileged. And the reason I'm saying they need to watch it is because they need to see why we work so damn hard to get to where we are today so they could appreciate where we've
I,
come
I,
from.
I will take a little bit of accountability um, for that in my family because I suffered. Like I've been through a lot to get to where I am.
Hmm.
And I have worked
Hmm.
very hard for my children not to have to take that same journey. And I realized
Exactly.
part of my self-realization this year is that I may have hurt my children because I am who I am because of what I've experienced. My children haven't experienced anything. And they have a very high expectation of what they think
Expectation.
they
Well, that is
deserve
Exactly.
that
definitely,
society
yeah,
owes them.
and you
And
remind me of
they
some
And that's
don't
men,
why
get a
I'm.
sense of care.
and
Like
that's yeah.
literally, my
And I
granddaughter
was.
thinks that it's normal to shop at high-end stores. She thinks it's normal.
Well, let me say this: the one
But that's
thing
why I
that I
said
taught
in the
my
beginning
kids
we need to
is this.
share.
Can you hear? So the one thing I taught my children, and to Tara, I think you can contest to this. I have one son, and I may have been a little bit harder on him. And what I did was, anytime BJ messed up, he had to pay for it. I remember when he ran into your car accidentally, and he worked, and he had to pay for your car to be fixed. Because the one thing I had to teach them is the value
Right.
of money. And I taught my kids will tell you right now, and I did a lot for them, but at the same time, I made them responsible for their
On action.
actions, and they had to
Right.
own what they did. It wasn't no, oh, I'm going to pay to get you out of this. I'm going to pay to get you out of that. Never, ever. Because I had to work my ass off to get to where I am. I didn't ask. My parents gave me nothing.
Nothing.
So
Yep.
I'll be the first to admit to say I was afraid. I was afraid of there was a lot of things I was very close to. I could have went left or I could have went right. And it's only the values my mother instilled in me that
mhm.
go the right way. So I was afraid for my children, honestly. I have to say that every day. I'm afraid for my son every time he walk out the door. I'm afraid for my husband every time I walk out the door. Um, I'm just afraid. And sometimes I use money as that protection. So when
But
my
that's a
kids were
crutch.
young, I bought them cars right away.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's
Yeah,
a
God is not the interferer.
you can just
That God is not the
you'll never
interferer.
be
And I
king.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I was
Right. I
afraid.
understand what you're
I
saying.
gotta be honest.
And I get
yeah, but
you.
just buying
And
cars.
I'm gonna say that to you. But Vivica,
Go
on your
ahead.
part, I understand where you come. I understand where you're coming from because I feel the same way about my daughter. Them. I mean, I have girls, so I was very protected. That they didn't know about the house. They didn't go to no house. If somebody they had friends, they stayed in my house. If they had a brother, they definitely wasn't going over there. So, and that's just by me growing up, seeing a lot of things, and didn't understand why nobody said nothing. So I was very protective. So fearful, yeah, we can say fearful of them going, but at the end of the day, I had to learn that I'm saying it to you out bound to saying God is not the author of fear, but somebody had to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? And I had to get to where I am. So I understand that. That's why I say it's so important that when we have these conversations with our kids versus racism and them feeling entitlement and where we came from, we grow. Like you said, and what Tony said, yes, I feel like we all need to show our children that, yeah, you can go, you can hit rock, but knowing that you can get right back up again. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about taking for somebody, it's about working and getting it for yourself. And once we teach them that type of value, this world will be a better place. But at the end of the day, everybody have consequences. Everybody choose the road or the path they choose to take on their own because we have a right. So you're absolutely right. I think that we all should be on that point of saying, as a mother, as a father, you can only do your best and just hope that your children turn out,
To be
you
okay.
said, better than us. Yeah, we want to be, I
Yeah.
want mine better than me.
I
And
I want
I
them to
made
bought
have
mistakes.
money.
I
and
made
let me say
mistakes.
this. I bought my kids cars in high school. BJ and
I
Tania
did
both had
too.
cars in high school, but they had to earn it. It wasn't no, oh, you're getting a car and you got bad fucking grades. Okay? It wasn't
Yeah.
you're getting this and you're being disrespectful.
Oh,
So
no, my
Yeah.
kids were never,
no, no, no.
never
I'm not even
disrespectful.
talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people, parents in
My,
general. How
in
they
general.
reward
Yep.
their children even when they have
Yep.
bad behavior and stuff
Behavior.
like that. I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying in general. And
Mhm.
so I made them work for everything. And if something fell off, then the car was taken away, you know?
Yep.
So I just believe that you just can't give them everything. They have to work for it. And that's why we have a
Right.
lot of these
Work
kids
for it.
nowadays who don't like to work, who go to work and they got bad attitudes, no customer service, none of like, and for me it starts at home.
Yeah, for me,
You know?
but it's not that with my kids. My kids are hard workers. They will work and work and work to get whatever they want. But they may walk out the door and buy a $10,000 pair of shoes and they rent it for 520. They don't own an apartment they live in. It's stuff like that that I'm like saying, no, that's wrong. I said, you
No.
guys could have
Well,
told
to
me
me,
that.
that's a broke man's
Buy a
mentality.
house
Yeah, go get a
first.
house first.
Then go
You
out and
finna,
buy a Birkin bag. Don't
yeah,
buy a Birkin bag and you live in somebody else's apartment paying rent. That's backwards. That's just
yes,
backwards. And you may have seen mommy with the Birkin
It's
bag,
just
but know that mommy paid her way. Like she already had done this. You seen it at the end of my life. You didn't see me at the beginning of my life through my struggles. And what I did also, I
yeah.
sheltered them from that. I never showed my kids my struggles. They never knew that we had hard times. And those are mistakes that I made that I will never make my grandchildren. I make them understand that
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't come that easy. There's hard times, and I'm correcting it with them. But my children, I missed it. And I don't know if it's
Well,
because my mom died when I was 22 and I hadn't really gotten it yet. And I didn't have anybody in my life that helped me to understand the wrong of my ways. Um, but with my children, I'm sorry, I missed it. I
But
did.
we don't have a manual. It's no book to
no,
teach us how to be parents. It's no manual to teach you how to love. We have to learn, and it's a growing thing. And I think a mother with a child, you learn one on one when your child grows up with you. What I mean by that, you a single parent. This is your first. Are you with a husband? You have a husband, and your child. It's a growing thing. You don't know what they want, what they may think, what they feel, what they mind, what they going through. It's a different phase. So at the end of the day, it's no manual to it. We make
no,
mistakes, but we can own it and move forward.
Mhm.
And move
exactly,
forward.
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
definitely in that process of doing that. Um, but like I say, if once we own it, we have and we realize it, we have to move forward and correct it. And
Yeah,
2026,
Exactly.
I'm on correction
Let
mode.
it go. Let it
It
go,
hurt my
baby.
kids
Let it
though. They was
go.
like,
and
you
the
ain't,
best, and
you
I
ain't
would
paying the
say
cell
this:
phone bill. I'm like, nope.
the best. That's
January
what I'm
1st,
saying.
over.
Stop being a crutch. That's
Mhm.
it. That's what you
Yep.
have to do.
Now that's
And
now that's what my thing is this year. I have to the point where when you call, I'm like, okay, I got it. I'm sitting. And I said, that's what I'm saying. I'm like enabling you to do it on your own. And it helps me that I can say that out of all my kids, by me having girls, they see that their mom was a hustler, and I mean that literally. So at the end of the day, they know what it takes to do what you got. They do it. So at the end of the day, when I say crutch, I mean I feed into the grandkids. I feed into them. Well, they would say, "Mama, you would tell us you better go get you a job. I'm not paying for that." But they call you and ask you for something, you just go get it. But they're my, me being Grammy, they're my grandbabies, But I had to tell my oldest one, together, baby. You pretty don't get you nowhere. Men, they
Yep.
like you cute, but they don't want them dumb. I need you to get it together.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
Yep.
ladies,
Yeah. We have to do better. We really do. Like I mean,
right.
for me, I don't know about anybody else. I mean, I think that I was
We
an
all
amazing
do.
mom. I love my
oh,
children. My
absolutely.
children love me. But I'm on a mission to
Exactly.
do better.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're.
We all
I
are.
can. I know that we all are good mothers here. Great wives. Um, and we are the backbone in our families for sure. And we're
For
strong
sure.
Black women. We're go getters. And I will say this about anybody that's, I feel, because success could be a lot of different things to different
Everything.
people. But at
Right.
the end of the day, in order to be successful, you definitely have to have some type of hustle in you.
You
You
got to.
definitely have
You
to have
got
some
to.
type of hustle in you, you know? So, yeah. But what are you ladies doing on Christmas Day? Vivica, I know you said your kids aren't coming to you for Christmas?
I got some grandkids that will never give up the tradition of being here the day before. They're
Okay.
gonna still come, but some are gonna come Christmas Eve and some are gonna come on Christmas Day. I've always cooked big breakfasts for Christmas. I do. We eat dinner for lunch. Like I plan on still holding up that tradition and doing it.
Okay. And Satara, you?
Well, I have no idea at this point, and I'm here because we were gonna go home. I was gonna actually go home, but I said this year we're gonna wing it. So, my husband's sister would be here, and so we're planning to do something. I don't know if my husband's gonna cook or she gonna cook. I'm not cooking. But at the end of the day, just enjoy family. Just enjoy family. Just enjoy it. And if we get a little later, maybe hang out, do something, find out if it's a theater or something open. But no big plans as of yet. Now New Year's is a different thing. I mean, I want to be able be somewhere where I can go in the right, meaning have fun with family and friends, but also I want to get to where I get a word because I want to go in, pray it in so I can have a good year, 2026 year. So that's
Okay. Well, we're going to Tania's. She's supposed to be making breakfast and she's going to be cooking. I'm going to be cooking a few things as well. And we'll spend the day in Buckhead with her. And yeah, that's how it's going to go.
Tell me you're gonna be treating her to those grits and shrimp.
You know what? Well, she's gonna actually cook. She don't know how to make the shrimp and grits. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, so if I do,
you can
I would
teach
have.
her.
Yeah, I have no problems teaching them nothing. They have to be willing to be patient. They got to come over here and learn how to do it. I'm not gonna. I mean, if you want to learn how to cook something, you're gonna have to come over here, and I will be glad to teach you. You got to want to learn. And I told them next year I'm not cooking.
I don't
I
want to
said
know. I
every
just want
year.
to eat.
I still cook.
Yes, I'm not cooking next year. I said I'm turning it over to you guys. I just want to come, sit back, enjoy, and eat. And my son BJ, he was like, "Mom, why
That
do you
ain't
think
gonna
I moved
happen.
back?" Yeah, he's like, "Why do you think I moved back to Georgia so I can get your cooking?" I was like, "And now you're going to tell us we got to cook? Like I don't know how to cook. Like, well, y'all listen.
Yeah, you gonna have to cook.
They're going to learn how to cook. They're going to have to learn how to cook. The
I say,
men,
you gonna have to cook. You gonna have to cook. You can't just wing them like blow it out like that. So you gonna have to like wing it a little bit,
listen.
wing it.
When
That
I
was
was
that was
And
when
I
he
cooking,
say
was
that for
when he was somewhere else. He was
I was
still
cooking
expected
ever
to
since
cook.
I was 11 years old, and I had to learn. I had I
and
burnt
look,
I burnt shit. I Some stuff was salty, some stuff didn't come out right. But guess what? I kept doing it over and over, and I'd watch my grandmother, I'd watch family members, I'd call up girlfriends. Oh, tell me how to do this. And I learned how to cook. So if
Well,
you
I'm
want
gonna
to
be
learn
their
how to cook,
cheerleader. I'm gonna be their cheerleader. I'm gonna need you not to wing them because I'm like them. I need to look. I can't cook. Not that I can't cook. I don't like cooking anymore. So yeah, I'm like this. I want to just eat. So you gonna have to cook something. Now you ain't gotta
and
cook everything. Cook something.
before we go, I gotta say this. I went to Charleston this past weekend, and I'm not gonna say the name of the restaurant that I went to, but it's a soul food restaurant. And normally I will go to Bertha's. I will call that name. It's called Bertha's Soul Food, and it's in Charleston. And the food I used to eat there back in '96, and the food is good and it's still good. But they were closed. And so my husband was like, "Oh, let's go to such and such." And I was like, "Well, they're not Bertha's." But he was like, "Oh, they're good. They're good." Listen, we paid $60 for two plates. The lima bean didn't have no seasoning. The mac and cheese tastes like white folks mac and cheese. The pork
What
chop
white
was
woman?
the pork chop. They were seasoned good, but they were burnt. They needed to change the grease. The okra soup had no tomato paste, no tomato sauce. It wasn't even red, and it didn't taste good. Um, the chicken was burnt and
Oh
had no
Lord.
flavor.
I eat
And
burnt chicken.
yeah, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Y'all didn't take
And
it
I
back?
told we were on the road. I got it to
Oh
go.
wow.
I got it to go, and I'm never going back there again. They used to be pretty good, but I was so disappointed because I love soul food and I can cook. So I was expecting to listen. My mouth was watering. I thought I was about to throw down, but child, please, I was disappointed.
See, when you're a good cook, you can't eat soul food out. Mm-mm.
Well, you can go to Bertha's if you ever
Restaurants
go to
have limited.
Charleston. Nope, if you go to Charleston, go to Bertha's.
Yeah, that's different. That's if you're in Charleston. But like if you're trying to get soul food in Pennsylvania, don't
Oh hell
ever,
no!
ever.
I listen. Do y'all even have a
You know where
like
you are,
real
Vivica?
black community? How many black? What's the population of black folks in
There is no
Pennsylvania?
black folks out here.
Shit.
And
Because
you
when
know
I
what?
was
I
there,
didn't
I
know
barely
Talking
Vivica.
about
saw
soul
black
food, they're not
folk.
talking about our soul food. We're talking about their soul food.
No,
I didn't
Vivica's
know
is good.
Vivica was in I didn't know she was in Pennsylvania. That's where Kenny was born and raised in. That's where he lived. That's where he's
Yeah,
from. And I'm like,
Wow.
really?
Well,
I didn't
listen,
think black people was in there either.
that's why I keep
Vivica can
saying
cook. Vivica can cook.
Pensacola.
Yeah, Vivica knows how to cook. And I'm surprised because she's from New York, New York. She's from New York. And a lot of people from New York can't cook. I'm sorry.
That's not true. A lot of people from New York can cook. I just
No,
had a cooking
the
mama.
people who are from South Carolina, who parents migrated to New York, yeah, they
Yeah.
can cook.
Like,
People
good.
in South can cook. They was born cooking. They was born killing and cooking, killing
Ah,
their food
listen,
and cooking it.
I
listen.
disagree
In New York, we bought
or
it from the store. We
disagree.
go Purdue.
Well, listen. Well, I'm gonna say this because my aunt can't cook either, but that's a whole nother story. And she's from Charleston, so I don't know what the hell happened to her. Like, she can't
You are
cook.
bad, but bad. It's
She
bad.
No, see,
cannot
my mother
cook.
was from the South. My mother was from Virginia, Charlottesville. So
Okay,
yeah, she was a cooker.
Okay.
She cooked. She cooked everything
okay,
from scratch.
okay.
She
And
didn't,
that's
I
why
don't
you
think we
Oh,
can
even
cook.
okay.
had store bought bread ever.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm
So
not
now
cooking.
I
No,
ain't kneading no
I'm not
dough
no
and making
baker.
no bread and
No,
biscuits.
I was getting
That
ready to
time
say
is
I am not
over.
Betty Crocker, honey, and I cannot bake like that. Now I can make good sweet potato pies because I got the recipe from my grandmother, and that's it.
Yeah.
Everything else, no, I'm ordering or I'm buying from somebody. So not and not even the grocery store. I don't want no grocery store cake.
Oh, me neither.
No, 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 no. So
I
I'm going
still
to a
make I still
bakery.
make homemade cake.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go on out on a limb. Friend, can you please make for New Year's some rice, some red what is it? The red rice. What is it called? The red rice you make?
No,
Okra. The red.
so New Year's, Satara. we make a dish called Hoppin' John, which is peas and
Hoppin'
rice.
John.
And the
I like you talk
reason,
about Hoppin'
Okay.
John.
yeah, because we cook it
I don't know what
together.
that
The
is.
peas and
Never.
rice. So you got to taste it. You're gonna like it. So I will
I
give you
know
some
what
of
it is.
Okay.
that. Now I'm talking
Okay.
about
Okay. I'm
Satar.
gonna have to try
Oh,
that. I
No,
don't know
and
what that
you're
is.
gonna
Never
love it.
heard of it.
And I do a pork roast. I do
Okay.
what else? I
do
do
you do croquettes? Fried croquettes?
no, I do a pork roast,
Oh.
and then I also do macaroni and cheese and potato salad and collard greens, of course. Now you
No
can
Oh,
have
black eyed
okay.
some
peas for the new year. You know how we are. We gotta have those black eyed
that
peas
that.
going.
See, Vivica, you missed everything I said. I
Oh,
said
okay.
that I said Hoppin' John is
Oh, you
actually
just say Hoppin'
black
John. You did.
peas and rice, but we
You
cook
did
it
say that.
together. It's
You did.
not cooked separately. I'm talking,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
have to
cooked
try
like
that.
all, yeah, and it's
Together.
good. It is good. But you guys probably make
Mhm.
it separate.
No,
White
I don't make
rice.
mine separate. I just now
Oh,
I make it in the
Yeah, we
crock pot.
make.
That's the
you
only thing
put
I do different.
you
I do
cook
it in the
your
crock
rice
pot.
and your beans together once the beans is finished. Okay, well you cook it like I do.
Mhm.
Okay, okay, girl. All right, all right, all right. You put your neck bone and all of that in
Yep.
there. Okay,
Hmm.
okay, okay.
I
She
don't
can
know how to
cook.
make it no other
Uh,
way. I don't know what people
See?
do. Like I don't know. That ain't the right way if you don't put it all together.
Right? But they don't know that here in
Yeah,
when you
that's
Georgia.
say
just
put it
easy.
all together, yeah. When you say put it all together, now when because he cooked the beans and stuff, that then he make a pot of rice. Now when we get ready to serve it, of course you get the rice and put the beans
That's
on
not
top. But
together
I've
still.
never had it cooked together.
Yes,
I've
it's not
never
a
had that.
yeah,
So,
it's
Yeah.
not soupy. It's not going to
Take
be
your
oh, okay.
time
soupy.
this time, cook it all together and see the difference.
And it's going to taste
Oh,
amazing,
okay.
girl.
Yeah, that meat,
Well, I
season for
can't
that
wait.
meat, get in that
Look,
beans and
I can't
rice.
wait. I can't wait. I can't
Well,
wait.
ladies,
I
it
can't.
is time for us to go. And I want to thank everyone for watching us and supporting us. You are watching The Truth Ain't in Us, and we are wishing you all a Merry Christmas. And we will probably do a 30-minute special edition for New Year's. We'll probably do pre recorded, guys. But yes.
Okay.
So, and ladies, I'm wishing you both a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you both too.
And Merry Christmas to you guys as well. Everybody be safe, enjoy family and friends, and thank you guys for
And
listening.
hoping you get everything on your wish list.
Yes, and we will see you next week, same time. Bye.
Bye bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.